So what if I told you that just by talking on a super specialty field like unilateral biportal endoscopic spine surgery, for the last 365 days, I have garnered more than 1 million impressions on LinkedIn with more than 200,000 unique users that have been reached with an engagement of 15,000 and of whom 50% and more are of the seniority level who are key decision makers in their hospitals or their institutions. You will think I am joking. I'm sure that I am not. I'm not joking. This, my dear friends and colleagues, is the power of social media, the reach, the scale, and the global appeal. And that's how I started documenting my progress and journey, and my mess became my message. This is a very important and critical slide by an American businessman, Gary Vaynerchuk. Minds of people on LinkedIn are radically different than they are on Facebook and Instagram. A key mistake which should be avoided, like people don't go on LinkedIn with the mind of having enjoyment. They go there with a professional mindset, and that's what makes all the difference and change. So LinkedIn has transitioned beautifully from a mere job searching platform to a platform for personal branding, leadership, and key opinion and digital opinion leadership over time. So what is personal branding? Personal branding is not about the number of followers. I have 1 million, I have one. It's about how you think, to showcase to the strangers that how you think and what you do. So this is basically personal branding. So this presentation is my short, small story about talking and teaching unilateral biportal endoscopy to number of surgeons on LinkedIn. And this can be extrapolated for any field of spine surgery or orthopedics or anything. So from Scalpel to Skull, how to turn LinkedIn into a global classroom. So why social media? So for that, we need to understand this boring concept of adult learning, which AO advocates all. So adult learning is not like children's learning. It's like need to know. Adults have already knowledge, so they need to overlap on what they already know. So these are the things, and hence social media satisfies all of these points and helping one to progress as adult learners. So this talk would be divided into my endoscopic surgical spine images that I've learned from UB surgical videos that have been put, BTS or behind the scenes images which have got a lot of things, polls and questionnaires, questions and polls which many people don't like to discuss or discuss in closed hidden groups. So let us start first. So drawings and learnings, I love to draw. So this drawings I've learned from one of my mentor, Dr. Vishal sir. He also always used to draw these drawings in our OTs. So this is basically a drawing depicting J point or the junction of the medial part of the SAP and the caudal lamina, which is the roof of the lateral recess or the traversing nerve root. So describing this, I got almost 83 likes, 7 comments and 5 posts, got viral. This is one more image where I have depicted that how UB helps to place in a cage through the interbody space in a collapsed disc space. So this got a lot of 65 comments, 65 likes, 12 comments, everything. This is a key difference. Dr. Tushar mentioned in his talk about 30-degree, 0-degree scope. What is the difference? So basically a 0-degree scope and 30-degree scope depicting the range of motion and the field of view with a diagrammatic representation got me a lot of views. So my most favorite topic, those of you who have been following me, my most favorite topic is the right side approach to UB. So depicting that was nice. And it was adopted by AO Spine in the invited article on right-sided AO approaches to UB. Second one is learning from surgical videos. Like this is my technique of detaching the deep layer of ligamentum flavum from the medial part of the SAP and the caudal lamina and de-roofing the lateral recess. This was like I was sharing everything. So got almost 95 likes and 10 comments. The next one, this video, 160 likes, lot of shares. This was depicting the Hoffman's ligament or the meningovertebral ligament underlying on the ventral surface of the ligamentum flavum and the dorsal surface of dura. So this got a good dural trap. One more, visualizing the medial part of the caudal pedicle in revision spine cases, particularly a polar star of revision spine surgery. So depicting these in a short and 30 or 40 second videos helped. Depicting again J point, the medial part and the lateral, the axis. And the third, I mentioned about polls. Like I mentioned about what is your preferred bone graft in UB till if. The most important and critical question that we get asked is in UB, you do UB. Where do you get your bone graft from? So most of the answerers of this particular poll mentioned that they get it from the autograft or bone graft, debunking the myth that UB doesn't give adequate and optimal bone graft. One more poll was there, this is the most, all postgraduate, fresh postgraduate, I see they want to learn UB. So what advice would you give to a fresh postgraduate? You will ask them to directly learn UB or endoscopic, or you want to go them through a open and MIS exposure? Most of the surgeons told that they want to go through open and MIS experience. Next question was about UB monoportal endoscopic surgeons. I thought that over time, as more and more of us are adopting UB, monoportal guys will decline. Like Dr. Varun Agarwal, the big monoportal guy. They may become like mammoths. Like, we may find them very valuable over time. So yes, most of them answered that surgeons need to learn both the techniques. So reviewing important papers, this was a very important paper depicting the surgical vascular anatomy around the facet joint, depicting the superior, inferior facetal artery and the middle facetal artery. Highly ignored paper. I made a post, almost 200 likes. Authors, I got messages from the authors that the paper was downloaded more frequently. One more paper about, paper was reviewed by me, and a lot of likes, comments, and people were happy. Some behind the scene videos, I showed my BTS, or behind the scene, how I hold the arthroscope. So this particular technique of holding it like a firearm helped a lot of people. I got criticism, but that's all. That's a part of learning. We need to get criticized, so that's okay. So draping technique, how we drape the UB, everyone is not an access to a mechanized or a ready-made drape. So this kind of a dam technique which we learned from Koreans, and these things helped a lot. Priceless moments with the seekers, some big masters, like this is he's the Dimitrios, president of European UB Society. He mentioned about how to tackle blood loss during UB. One more about Malcolm sir mentioning about endotelif, some papers, some stories. All these masters are just showing there and giving their points to everyone and each one. Teaching ethics, concerning criticism. I was severely criticized by Professor J.C. Liu Huek 1 year back when I showcased this type D schizas where I did a UB TILIF. But that's okay. We had to show what we are doing and not just hide from your criticism. So, but there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. This was my impact. The Professor Schizas of Schizas classification, he commented and he praised my work that I could be of help to such a great man, so a rookie could help a master like Professor Schizas. So literally speaking, these masters are giving away all their trade secrets, and a seeker of endoscopic spine surgery should just collect all of them. My UB was recognized last year at the SMISS Las Vegas by none other Christoph Young, who is the son of Dr. Anthony Young. And the annual forum mentioned about this UB. So this is the impact of LinkedIn. So what not to do? Not to criticize, not to corner, not to comment, not to fly blindly, but always check the credibility of whom you're reading. So why you should showcase your teaching on social media? Because knowledge compounds. You must read at least 500 pages a day. That's what Warren Buffett says. We can't do that. We can at least read some high quality posts by people like Dr. Arvind Kulkarni or Dr. Ashok Sham. So I always want to tell you with one thing, that be a creator and not a consumer. The principles of adult learning are applicable when you are a creator. After being a creator, you understand how to consume the academic content in the proper way so that it helps you in your legacy. So why don't we post? What stops you? We always think about fear of failure and fear of criticism. What is the solution? This one. Just do it. So for the seeker, this is a very famous slide from my European presentations about Napoleon. Napoleon's last words were France, army, and his beautiful wife Josephine, who left him before he died. So for a seeker of endoscopic or UV spine surgery, it should be spine, endoscopy, and UBE. So some homeworks, follow everything. If you want to follow, you can follow me on LinkedIn. And I would like to invite you all to give LinkedIn a try and not just end your topic and talk here. After this, you should at least have your article, have your LinkedIn profile and start posting. Don't be afraid. It's better to be attacked and criticized and mocked and slandered than being ignored. Thank you.